I'm Jack.
I'm Aiden.
And we're Fishing Frenzy. So right now we are fishing the Beaver Creek. This is in the place where we caught that big bass, but not like, this is a creek.
I was getting bites.
This is a creek, but we usually fish, which you'll probably see the other pond. But this is a creek. We're fishing hopefully smallmouth, maybe a northern.
Today,
and anything we can catch in here.
This video, we're going to try to get as many videos as possible because we only have one more trip after this. We might not even have it. But we're going to try to get as many videos out this weekend as possible.
And this is cheap versus expensive, right?
Yes, this is cheap combo versus expensive combo.
This is expensive, isn't it?
Yes, this is my Daiwa Fuego CT on my Limit Creek rod. It's a medium heavy 6'9". It's probably like the best rod I've ever felt. Like,
besides mine. Well, the rod.
The rod, yeah.
And he also has the lightning rod combo.
The Berkeley lightning rod combo.
Baitcasting combo.
What the cheap one is going to be.
This one's around 200.
This one is close to 200. Now a lot of you are going to be like, that's not super expensive. Well, we are teams, sort of.
And the other one's 80, which is about the price of the Black Max. It's about the price of...
No, the Black Max is only $50.
When it's on sale, it's 80.
Oh?
Let's see if we can...
Oh, I missed him. Okay.
Alright, so see you when you catch a fish.
Okay, this is my Daiwa Fuego on my Limit Creek rod.
We've moved from the creek, by the way.
Yes, we have. This is the expensive combo right here. This is my most expensive combo. So,
there's each chatterbaits on them.
Yes, we've got a chatterbait on this one. This one's got a nice green, yellow, white, and gray one. It's just a rainbow of explosions of colors. So we're not going to comment about the line because I've got fluorocarbon on this, and Travis doesn't like fluorocarbon. He doesn't like casting it. So I'm just going to take a couple casts with it and say the good things about it and the bad things about it. And we're going to compare it to Jack's rod over there. So...
I thought we were comparing it to the other one.
Yes, I mean, the other rod.
It's not expensive versus expensive.
Okay, so the first thing I like about this rod, the reason I picked it, is because of how smooth the casting is. Sorry, I got snagged. The casting is really smooth. Like, if you casted a jig with this, you'd be able to get it a mile. Like, it's amazing. Reeling, I didn't really get a good glimpse of, even though I've casted this a million times because I own it. It's pretty smooth. Like, it's not like $1 billion reel smooth, but it's smooth for $100 reel. So I'm happy with this combo. It's my favorite combo. Now this rod, okay? The rod, I like that it's strong, but at the same time really sensitive. Like, if you have this chatterbait going, you can see how, like, if you zoom in on the rod tip, you can see how much it vibrates. It's super sensitive and it's strong. Like, I've caught a muskie with this, no problem. It's a great combo all around. The only thing I wish for was this rod had a split grip, because I like split grips. They're great. I like them. So let's just go to the next comment.
So now it's my turn to use the Daiwa reel with, what rod is this?
Limit Creek.
Limit Creek. Preferably, I prefer not thicker fluorocarbon, but I won't comment about that because it has nothing to do with how the reel performs. Pretty silent casting.
Oh, trust me, when you cast it a long distance, it will scream.
Which, yeah. And it's pretty smooth on the reel end. Just, it doesn't feel as smooth with this because the rod vibrates so much because of how much the chatterbait is vibrating. But otherwise, it's a pretty fast reel in with an 8.1. This rod is very sensitive indeed, and it seems like it has a lot of bend, so I think it's very strong. I haven't caught a fish on this because this is Aiden's combo, but so far, I think it's pretty good. Pretty accurate, as you can see there. I was able to stop it right before the tree, and I personally think it's pretty good.
Do you have any comments about the braking? And
the braking is pretty easy to adjust. I think it's more for heavier baits. This one, because it doesn't seem to be able to. This is more of a heavier reel.
Yeah.
It's not a light reel.
But you commented about how silent it is.
Yeah, it's just because I'm not
I can show you how to.
Because if I cast it far, I'm just going to get a ton of seaweed.
Yeah, but it screams just like your reel.
Not really. I'm going to try to take a longer. Yep, I knew that was going to happen.
Jack.
That was me trying to take a longer cast.
Here.
I'm sorry about this, Aiden. Fluorocarbon's pretty easy to get out.
It's also abrasion resistant.
And I should be able to get this out.
You broke off the tree.
No, that's not my line.
In the next video after this, the teaching a noob how to cast a Baitcaster video. It's not Jack. It's him. He's commenting next. His name is Travis. You got a bird's nest?
Oh yeah.
Right now?
No, I fixed it.
Okay.
Same. I'll see you
So-
get this out. But otherwise, good reel. I blame this on the fluorocarbon.
About the rod, do you have anything?
I've already said good things about the rod. I don't have any complaints about this rod. It's a very good rod.
Okay.
It feels sturdy. It has a lot of sensitivity for how strong it is. This is a good combo, and I think it's worth the money. So on to...
Right now, I'm using the cheap rod, the Berkeley power
Lightning
rod combo, and this is also my combo. So we're comparing this one to the other one. We're gonna say what we like more or less than on the other one, and what we like in general, and then we'll just pick our favorite out of these two. So yeah, first cast made it a lot farther than the other one. I think it's probably just because of the line that's on here, but it definitely made it a lot farther. They're not very different in reeling standards. The other ones got a little more power and speed, but in general, they're pretty similar. And the rod, it's not the strongest, like, it's only a medium, but it is so sensitive, you can feel everything. Like, if you're using a jig across the bottom, you will have a fun time feeling every single rock and thinking it's a bite. Yeah, that doesn't go too well. But this other rod is a lot stronger, but it's just as sensitive. And it will hold more weight in general. But overall, this combo is pretty nice. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a 6 gear ratio. I'm not sure though. 6 point something gear ratio. I'm pretty sure I said it in the beginning of the video. Not sure though. I love this rod. I've had it for a while. The only thing I'd criticize on it is it's way too light. Like, a lot of people will be like, that's not a bad thing, but it's actually hard to get an accurate cast because it's so light. So I think if we compared them side by side, the better one overall would be the expensive, but in general, I'd like to use this because I can take more casts and get less out of it. Like, I can take more casts than with the other one, and I'd be less tired. And I think overall, they're pretty close in standards. I would definitely go with the expensive one. I don't know what it is. It makes a lot better feel. It feels a lot better, and it's just an opinion. Let's see what Jack says.
So, it's my turn to use the Berkeley lightning rod combo. I have a lightning rod on my baitcasting combo. It's a different one. It's called the lightning rod shock, and it's about $40. This one's probably about the same. But with this, the rod on the other one is definitely better, has more sensitivity than the other one. This still has sensitivity, but definitely not as much as that other one. That other one has a lot of sensitivity. The rod definitely feels a lot lighter. Personally, I don't know why. I kind of like this reel a lot. It's not as smooth, but casting-wise, I feel like it's a lot better. And the smoothness, yeah, it's not great. The other one, I feel like if you that one's more heavy, this one's more light. So they're a bit harder to compare. If you want a light one, this is definitely a way to go. $80, this one feels probably about, I could see this being a $130 combo. But $80 is a very good deal for that. And the click is almost instant. The brakes, I don't know because I haven't used them yet. They seem pretty good though. Seems to adjust well. Let me quickly test them. Moves smoothly. I'm gonna try flick, see how it flicks. I didn't flick with the other one, but looks pretty good, fairly accurate. So, yeah, obviously the expensive one's gonna be a bit better, but this one is definitely good for $80. Now, let's see what the final opinion is.
So, in the end, we both said that Berkeley was definitely good, but the Fuego obviously was a little bit better. But definitely, if you only have $100 to get a good combo, the Berkeley lightning rod combo is insanely good. Like, if you're a first timer, it's perfect because it's light. It works really well. It's got a good braking system. It's got some good grips. But this combo, this is a really good combo. I think they're so close that it's hard to criticize that one when they're so close in comparison. Because in the end, this one is obviously a little better. It's $120 more. But I tried to even out what I'm gonna do. So I try to equal around the same for the rod and reel. So this is a $95 rod, this is a $100 reel. Now Jack, on the other hand, he got a $160 reel and a $40 rod. So I definitely tried to even them out. I don't know the price of those, but definitely I'd buy that one and this one, but I just love Daiwa so much that I had to buy this. So, Jack, what do you think?
Personally, that one's a tiny bit better. This one, it's not the one that wins that one over is this one's not as smooth. And they're kind of different, like I said. I mean, one's more lighter than the other, so it's kind of hard to judge them there. But if you have a cheaper price, I mean, this one's just a little bit more than the Black Max, and I feel like it's probably better than the Black Max, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So if you don't want the Black Max, you want something different, because everyone has a Black Max, lightning rod combo is definitely a good choice. Especially the reel is probably good. The lightning rod is probably The reel is probably more expensive than the rod.
Yeah.
Barely, but it probably is.
It's probably like a $35 rod and a $45 reel.
I haven't experienced it. I don't own much Daiwa stuff, so I think this is a pretty honest opinion from me.
What do you think about the style of the combos?
Like what they look like.
Yeah, which one do you like better in style?
In style, it's probably the Daiwa. This one is kind of more boring, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't affect the one. Rod, I like that one better.
Yeah.
This one's kind of basic, but then again, in the end, style does not really matter.
I like the small features, like the knobs and how they engraved a little bit into this tension knob, and like the little Daiwa logo right there. That it just works, and with this rod, it just looks so good. And I could see the same for that. It's a little more boring. It's just got a little gold Daiwa logo right there, and that's
Berkeley.
it. I mean Berkeley logo, and it's just overall you can't compare them. They're completely different rods, but in the end, we're both gonna go with the more expensive one. But the cheap one is a close runner-up. So if you ever have a lot of money to spend, definitely buy a expensive one. But
expensive ones are going to be better.
Yes. But if you only have $100, definitely the Berkeley Lightning Rod combo. That's the best thing you can probably get.
Yeah, I have no doubt about it. I think lightning rods are good in general. I have one. I've been using it. They're not as sensitive as higher end ones, but they definitely have the strength. They're up there with Ugly Stick in my opinion. So that is our review. Hope you guys liked the video, and we'll see ya next time.